Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk about traveling and visiting and being a house guest. It's good to have some reminders if you haven't visited anyone ever or in a while, or you now have a family versus when it was just you alone. This applies whether you're going to visit your parents, your other extended family, friends, or going on a vacation together. I've got this all under the heading of communication, but into two groups. One, when you're going to visit someone in their home. The other one, when you are combining and going on a vacation, either sharing a house together or even going to a hotel or visiting some other third party or third location. So in advance, you want to communicate. First of all, if you're going to someone's house, you want to understand what the schedule is going to be for meals. Hopefully you are planning to bring a gift or to take everyone out or otherwise provide some type of thank you and contribution for the hospitality that you are sure to receive. So if you're going to be at someone's house and they're going to be cooking Christmas dinner or other, big celebration, if there are any food restrictions, and by this I don't mean preferences, you don't like green bean casserole or you don't like ambrosia, you prefer apple pie to pumpkin pie, not what you prefer. I'm talking about our honest to goodness restrictions. Someone has a lactose issue, so then you would probably bring the product or whatever that they drink, or you just need to notify the host or hostess so that that person can avoid those items. You're not on a salt restriction. Or someone has a shellfish allergy or a nut allergy. Those can be really serious, and so you want to notify them. You don't want anybody running off in the middle of dinner to the emergency room. So communicate about food restrictions. The next thing, and all of these can be handled by a telephone call in advance or an email. A phone call is preferable because it's friendlier and you can talk about alternatives and build up the anticipation to the visit. So after the food restrictions, the next thing is to review with them your arrival time and your departure time. Are you expecting someone to pick you up at the airport? Are you getting yourself from the airport or the train station or the bus station to the house? Are you driving your own car? Be realistic on the times that you will be there if you are getting yourself there by vehicle. Do not be early, and communicate in advance on when you'll be arriving and when you'll be departing. And when it's time for you to go, according to what you've told them in advance, don't stay longer unless there's some extraordinary reason and everyone agrees. Along those lines, how many people are coming? And this applies whether you're just coming over for dinner or if you're coming to stay the whole holiday week or the weekend. How many people are coming with you? How many were invited and how many are coming? Don't surprise them. We've had all kinds, I know we've all had those types of situations. We had a holiday dinner where the people came that were invited and then they weren't coming and then they did come, and people were practically falling down the stairs because the table had to be so far extended to accommodate people. Or another situation that I know about is where someone completely blew off their time of departure and announced they were staying multiple days. That's not good either. So you want to tell them about how many people are coming. You don't want to surprise people coming from the airport unannounced without an invitation. It's really imposing on people, and it can really mess up the whole holidays for everyone. So how many people are coming, and if there are certain ages that they need to know about or any other particular specifics about those people, give them a heads up in advance. And then accommodations. Are you all going to stay in a room? Are you going to stay at their house? Are you going to stay in a hotel? What are those types of arrangements? And if you're going to be staying at their house, obviously pick up after yourself, observe their quiet times, parts of the house that are not for guests. Make sure if you're watching after your children that you keep them corralled. and how many people also extends to pets. Are pets welcome or not? Don't surprise people. Make sure that you have the okay on all of those things. It will really help the visit, having those things out in the open in advance, so you kind of have parameters. Now, moving on to the next part, you also want to communicate if you're meeting somewhere for a holiday celebration, a holiday party, anything else where you're just going on vacation together. This applies not just at the holidays, but anytime. You want to be clear on arrival, departure times. If there is cost sharing, you want to make sure your money gets there on time, so things are taken care of, so there aren't any delays, so there's not anything at the last minute. Keep up your end of the bargain. You want to talk about activities. What activities are planned? If this is something where they have gone every year for their whole life, or it's a vacation home and they have a routine that they go through, find out about that in advance. While you do want to treat people to different things, you don't want to step on their plans, and it's better to understand whether this is a very free-flowing time where people suggest things and they kind of go with the flow, or if it's more structured and they have a favorite pizza place they go to, or they have a favorite church service that they go to, and they don't like to deviate from that. Find out those things in advance, and then you can plan your surprises or extras around that. And just knowing in advance what they're planning on doing, what things you are welcome to join in on, and what things maybe it's better that you didn't. You want to know that in advance. And again, back to the quiet times. If you've got small children or they have small children, what time do the kids go to bed? Are there teenagers? Maybe there can be arrangements for them to be in a different part of the house or supervised somewhere else. So if you work out some of these things in advance so that people know what to expect, it's all about managing expectations so that you can have a good time. So hopefully some of these things will help you help yourself, bring them up to your guests if they haven't contacted you, or if you are going to be someone's guest, please reach out and find these things out in advance. Hopefully you'll be on your best behavior, and the goal for everyone is a good time and harmony. So if this was helpful to you, give me a thumbs up, share it with someone who may need it. Maybe you've got some guests coming and maybe say, hey, look at this. Look at this video. Let me know what you think. So share it with anyone. Leave any comments below. I keep threatening to write a book about some of the worst house guest experiences ever. And I think I'm going to have to do it. So if you have any comments, leave them below. I love to read the comments. Subscribe to see our other videos. Thanks to everyone for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It's so appreciated. Hope you have a wonderful holiday. Come back and see me next time. Thanks for watching.